Welcome to the first episode of Starship Secrets. I'm your host, Ensign Pavel Chekov.
Working, Chekov, Ensign Pavel Andreevich, Enterprise Navigator, and Bargain Bin Davy Jones.
Shut up, computer!
Secrets were a Russian invention. They were invented by a little KGB agent from...
Redacted.
Definitely not a Russian invention.
Now for the secrets. Last week, the Enterprise responded to a distress call from Cestus 3. A Gorn attack. For those unaware, this is a Gorn. They are a fierce race of giant iguanas in shiny lingerie. Those who see them seldom live to tell the tale. So naturally, ever since Captain Kirk fought and beat one, he's been unbearable. Incorrigible. Like throwing alcohol at an engineer. Of course I watched the fight with the rest of the crew. It was broadcast ship-wide, even in the boiler room where I work. This being season 1 of our 3-season shift rotation. I'm not sure why they use that term. Secrets. It's been a week since Kirk beat Space Gumby, and still every time I pass him, "Hey, Bobby! Gorn Champ coming through! Watch out for these phaser cannons! Pew, 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 pew!" I have to take the Jeffries tube to work just to avoid him. So I did a little research. Secrets. It turns out when Christopher Pike was captain of the Enterprise, he also had a run-in with the Gorns. Wait, Gorns or just Gorn? You know, like moose. Or is this a goose geese situation? Does Gorn become Gurn? Gurn? Anyway, I found the old historical documents of Captain Pike's missions. They were streaming on Memory Alpha Plus. I haven't watched them yet, but I have a feeling that when we do, we will see that Captain Kirk was not the first human to beat the Gornsies. Let's watch together while I drink this full glass of water. Holy Stanislavski, what the hell is that thing? Was that a Gorn's? Oh, that looks freaking terrifying! It looks like if the Gecko Gecko mated with an effing xenomorph. Oh, I think I wet my sparkly space pants. No, that can't be the same thing that Captain Kirk fought. He's Gorn walked around like an arthritic freaking Frankenstein. Can we see another clip, computer? Holy freaking crap, did you see that? Their babies burst out of that space smurf's back! Then they started running around the ship shooting insemination goat at everybody like freaking multiple MiGs from Silence of the Lambs! Though I admit, for a moment, that baby Gorn was kind of adorable. Until it started chomping people's necks. Like baby Yoda in need of an exorcist. I can't even believe what I'm seeing. It's like, OMG. Oh my Gorn. These are not the same Gornies that Captain Kirk fought. This is not even in the same freaking ballpark as this spawn of Satan. Maybe Kirk's Gorn was older. Like a lot older. Like some sort of centenarian geriatric geezer Gorn. I'm talking nursing home crypt keeper Gorn. The type of Gorn who gets birthday shoutouts from Willard Scott at the Today Show. I'm talking old, shaky hands, take away his driver's license, he's a danger to himself and the community type Gorn. You know what this means. It means for the past week, Captain Kirk has been openly bragging about committing senior abuse. And not only did he beat up on the Betty White of Gorns, but he shot it with a freaking rocket launcher. Pavel, you should have seen it. I made this rocket launcher with nothing but my wits. Big deal. All the ingredients were laying right there. Not exactly the world's hardest puzzle. Just plop them in and light the fuse. Talk to me when you've built an IKEA dresser. Not that he needed to blast that poor old walking dinosaur fossil. 2 more minutes and it would have died of natural causes. I mean, come on. That old Gorn was so winded and exhausted. You saw the way he was swinging his arms. Kirk's doing his karate chopping, and meanwhile this poor old pensioner Gorn is moving like he's broken, swinging his arms like some sort of old lady jazzercising in a rec center pool. Also, unlike Pike's terrifying Gorn, Kirk's over-the-hill Gorn had these shiny disco ball eyes. I think he had cataracts. Yup. The captain violently assaulted an elderly, legally blind Gorn who was just 1 fall away from a rascal mobility scooter and 3 p.m. Jello dinners, and then spent a week bragging about it like he just KO'd Ivan Drago. Suddenly, everything the captain has ever said is called into question. Was he really born in Iowa? Or in the shuttlecraft in deep space? And is he really the only one who calls his brother George Sam? Or does literally everybody call George Sam? And his signature blonde hair, is that even real? Or just a wig he stole from the ship's hair and makeup department?
Working. Data entry. Wig. Pavel Chekov famously wore a lady's wig for his first 6 or 7 missions.
Shut up, computer! This is totally my real hair.